there's the door frame, the frame actually that I made for the cabinet unit. And today, on a table saw, I cut these grooves right there. One side the hinge will go in. I got white ones to fit with the cabinet. You know it's going to be white. Anyway, the hinge will go in there. Now these are tops of the doors, but hinge is going to go in there like so. And I'm cutting miters for the corners. I have a little miter box. That works. Yeah, it works. You know, that chop saw or anything that works, but this works. Cut some nice 45s. And here I have the longer pieces already, 4 of them for the sides of the doors, cut on 45 angles. So, and then we'll continue, and then in between the doors I'm going to put this beadboard. All right. I have the joint together and I have it glued already in here. I didn't want to operate the camera. I'm doing this all by myself. I didn't want to operate the camera and get the camera all full of glue. But here's what we got. Now my next step here is to take one of these blocks. I'm going to take this one I have scribbled on. I'm going to put glue on that. Where am I? Yeah, here I am. Put a whole bunch of glue on here. Yeah, I'm just going to take my finger and spread around. Nobody ever see that writing again. I have a wet cloth here. Now, I'm going to place it right there on that joint. But I've got another trick here. I'll have to come back in a moment. Okay, my little trick is like when you put the glue on that little block and you try to clamp it, you know, I wiped the glue down already, and we try to put clamps on it. It squiggles around back and forth, and doesn't stay in the right place, and you swear at it. So I came up with this idea just to take this here little clamp like that, one of these small ones, and you just clamp it down there and hold it in place while I get the other clamps on in place. Okay, we'll be back in a minute. Okay, I've got all my clamps on there. I've got 2 small C-clamps, one on either side of the joint, one on this side, one on that side, and one Big Daddy C-clamp on the back of the joint. And hold that baby down there. Now, you've got to look at this. I've got underneath the C-clamps here, I don't know if it's visible, but I've got another piece of wood over here so the C-clamp won't damage the project. One C-clamp here, and in between that I put this plastic paper so the glue won't stick. I have the glue all wiped down. In about an hour I'll be able to come back and remove these C-clamps, and that joint should be tight. Then I can do the last joint over there. But one thing I want to point out here, on this clamp, on this particular clamp, I noticed like through the years that I've used it that on this side here of the clamp, I don't know if you can see this right here, but to get the angle right, I had to put a paper thin piece of wood or something to skew this angle just a little bit. It's on this side of the clamp, and then that makes the angle correct. Must be bent, the clamp must be bent out of shape or something, I don't know, but I've always had to do this to get that 90 Okay, now I'm going to remove the clamps. Remove the big one first. I have also, when I do this, I put a block of wood too underneath here too, you know, to protect the miter and from the wood from the clamp actually. Another piece of that underneath. Here's I use a piece of plastic underneath so the if there's any residual glue that these things won't get stuck to it. And here's the thing here. Now remove my project from the plant. Oh, there we go already. Oh yeah, here we go. Right here is the first door frame that I have. It's kind of large, and it will, you know, be used thus. There's a door in there, so you can see that it'll open and close. There we go. Now it's in there straight. It looks like it's square, but we'll see how square this baby is. I'm going to stretch my ruler from here, one corner to the next. And what have we got? 42 1/4 inches. Exactly. And what have we got from this side? There. 42 1/4 inches. Exactly. So we did a good job. Okay, here we have now the frame all around this area here. And I've got the two doors. Now what I'm going to make is a board for the middle. It goes right through here. Let's see, I thought it would be easier for me to figure out after I get the doors figured out, and then that way I won't be kicking myself if I made a bad measurement. So now I can, I have the doors all set kind of like where I want them, and I'm going to cut a middle board for that frame there. Alrighty. Okay, well, last night I put the cleat, well, not the cleat, but the center board right here for the cabinet face. I put that in. I have the doors in there right now. But like I said, for the joints, for doors, I put these little cleats on the back that makes it nice and strong. And for the center board across here, I also use some cleats on the back. So it doesn't make any difference on this. This is a face that's going into the corner there, and you won't even know those cleats are there.